To welcome you back to Black Science Tonight. We're going to talk about DJ Envy's wife, Gia, saying that she did not have an orgasm for 10 years. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. DJ Envy, during an interview with his wife, she spoke to the media and told the whole world that DJ Envy was straight trash in the bed, that he hadn't given her an orgasm for 10 years. But I would like to ask DJ Envy a simple question. If you wasn't giving her an orgasm, somebody else was. DJ Envy, we all know, was cheating on his wife. And we all know he went on an apology tour. But he had to know eventually his wife was going to get him back. And she emasculated him in front of the whole world by basically saying that you're trash in bed. And that goes straight towards a man's ego. DJ Envy said during the interview he thought that he was laying the pipe down, but come to find out that she was faking it all along. Every time a brother looks at you, every time you walk down the street, they look at you and say, damn, that nigga got weak pipe. He let his wife go on the radio and tell the whole world that he had weak pipe because he has no choice. She's in total control of this relationship. DJ Envy probably does not want to divorce her for the simple fact is that Gia has all the power now. She can take him to the bank, take more than half of what he has because of the children. And DJ Envy doesn't want to go through that type of situation. But he has to understand that every time he turns his head, she's going to knock him right over the head with, you was cheating on me. And now he's the butt of all jokes. His manhood has been taken. Because one thing, if you can't satisfy your wife, other men look around and say, I know that chick getting an orgasm somewhere. There's no way she just gonna lay there for 10 years and never reach the peak of her sexuality. That's just the nature of a woman. And let me tell you something. You may have thought that you was the man all those years out, and maybe that she didn't know you was cheating. But let me tell you something, bruh. When she said them words, Gia was out there. Somebody was putting some pipe on her. But you don't want to believe it. Because you DJ Envy. I got all the bases covered at home. But you ain't have them covered, brother. Somebody else was covering them bases. And see, this is what happens when you have a big ego. You forget how to communicate with your wife to make sure that she's getting what she needs. You know, you go in there, you jump on it, you think you the man, but she got you back in front of the whole world saying your shit was weak, lead weak. Now you got to deal with the circumstances of brothers basically looking at you. Damn, you can't even lay pipe on your wife? But that also tells me something else. That if you didn't satisfy her for 10 years or whatever amount of time, maybe she just went on here and married you for that simple word I call security. That she saw that you was making a large amount of money, that she could raise her kids, she could be basically a housewife, she can go shopping. But when it came down to it, brother, you still wasn't satisfied. And we know women like this slip out all the time. We got stories for you, okay? She could play that housewife. She could play that role. But 2 or 3 hours a day, she get lost. And now she got DJ Envy thinking, what was she them 2 or 3 hours I couldn't get in touch with her? When I was DMing and making all them calls and she wasn't picking up the phone. She was getting satisfied. And this shows you the mind games that she playing on this man right now. DJ Envy, you in trouble, bruh. Everybody know it. Anybody who don't been in the streets with these women know it. You a complete fool, brother. You thought that you was running game on her, but she was the one running game on you. 10 years of not satisfying your wife. And she didn't even tell you until this interview. That tells you that somebody else I know was satisfying her. It might not have just been one cat. Could have been 2, 3, 4. You don't know. Because you were so comfortable in yourself thinking that you had everything at home covered. But you didn't, man. See, the words of your wife says a lot. And you got to look behind them words. You looking at the straight words that, well, I thought I was laying it down. Bruh. It's more than that. It's more than that behind them words. She put something in the back of your mind. And it has to be in the back of his mind. Because if you wasn't satisfying her for 10 years, are you still satisfying her? Do you still know if she's enjoying the sex? Now that she done emasculated you in front of the world, like Will emasculated Jada, basically saying, you ain't enough man to handle me. What you gonna do about it? What can you do about it? You think you could try a little harder? Basically, she hasn't enjoyed sex with you. And she probably don't even want you no more. Now, after this book is published, after she makes some more Skrilla, she might even divorce you. And finally get someone who can satisfy her libido. Satisfy and make her have them orgasms you weren't giving her for 10 long years. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.